I am Dr. Mohammad Khalilullah Khan, your internal medicine coach for various PG exams, including NEET PG, AIIMS, PGI. I am here in this wonderful evening to discuss you all an important notice that was published pertaining to AIIMS MD entrance exam. So this AIIMS MD entrance exam was due on May. We all know.
Very good evening, my dear friends.
That
I am Dr. Mohammad Khalilullah Khan, your internal medicine coach.
This exam was probably in May, but it got postponed multiple times because of the pandemic that the entire world is facing now. And more so, this pandemic has affected our country, our state, our city, our own medical college, our own hospital, and it has come to your doorstep. In these times of difficulties, AIIMS has come up with a new important notice suggesting that irrespective of the previous pattern which was published in the previous prospectus, now they have corrected it and they are saying that there will be only one type of question, that is single best response type of question. Let us go through this important notice of AIIMS exam, which says that there is no candidate shall be denied any permission to appear from exam unless it violates the directive of Government of India or respective states. Alright. A close contact to COVID-19 means an exposure to COVID-19 positive case, and you will have to maintain good social distancing, you will have to wear a mask, and you will have to avoid the overcrowding of your exam center. At the same time, because few states are still following the restriction of movements at their borders, you will have to download an e-pass. Today I got so many queries from my students throughout the country saying that if we want to travel from Delhi to UP for exam, do I have to take an e-pass from Delhi authority or do I have to take an e-pass from Uttar Pradesh authority? Please remember, it is mentioned that from the respective state governments, you need not go through all the state governments. You can simply download the e-pass from the AIIMS website, or you can approach the state administration at the border itself. So you have two options. Next is the most important aspect is type of exam. Now it's a good news actually. Single best response type, because most of the students have followed so many motivational videos about past AIIMS, recent AIIMS changes in AIIMS paper, and they have been apprehensive. They do not know whether this AIIMS paper will be easy or tough or below their expectation or above their expectation because of the variety of questions that are being asked. So previously, if you see the previous notification, so we had so many types of questions: single best response type, we had this match the following type, and assertion and reason type, sequential arrangement type, and then we had extended matching type. All these questions will not be asked. You will be asked only the first category, that is the single response, the single best response type will be asked, and you will be given 3 marks for a correct answer. 1 mark will be deducted for wrong answer. If you have placed the question for answer for the review will be considered as incorrect and you will lose marks. So you'll have to keep these points in the mind, and please don't be judgmental. All right, one important advice as a teacher I would like to give you: we have seen in my last 10 years of experience, I have seen so many AIIMS papers, and what basically I tell my students is that usually the May AIIMS or the summer AIIMS, which comes immediately after All India, is usually having lot of repeats. All right, around 25 to 30 question repeats, direct repeats you can expect. This is what we used to tell previously. A short image based question or a very short video if they are playing, then probably you will have to be expecting those questions definitely. But at the same time, you will have to prepare for the repeats, because All India, what the examiner expects is in the All India exam, most of the students, the chunk of the toppers have taken the seats and they have joined their medical colleges, irrespective of the current pandemic situation. So they expect that slightly lowering the standards of the paper. But once the standard of the paper is lowered, please remember the repeaters who are attempting the paper for 2 times, 3 times or more, probably they have a better chance to perform, right? So my personal opinion is that probably you will get repeats. You will never have to lose any 1 mark from the repeat. At the same time, repeated topics, you will have to cover the repeated topics. At the same time, you will have to concentrate basically on the purpose of the question. Please remember, in the question, whether it is a true question, true or false question, or whether it is a all except question, all except type of question, whether it is an image based question, you will have to understand what examiner is asking. You don't concentrate on whether you know the topic or you do not know the topic, because a topper is not a person who has uh, made all the answers correct. The topper is a person who has made less incorrects. The topper is a person who has made less incorrects. Please remember this point. So if you observe this, probably DNA app is the only app in entire country who has come up with the single best response type of question. And we have come up with a free mock test. Please do attend this free mock test, which is on 10th of June 2020, and exactly at 1 p.m. in the app the link will be activated and you can attempt this question paper. And we have come up with cash prize for the first ranker, second ranker and third ranker as 1500 rupees, 1000 rupees and 500 rupees, just to motivate this, just to motivate the scenario, because we all know that you are also going through the pandemic. Whether this exam is present or not, whether it is getting postponed further, we do not know. But because time has come up, 11th of June is obviously not very far. So in these days you should be highly motivated. You should be knowing what to read one day before the exam. Please do not read anything on the day of exam or on the night before exam. And what you can do is you can just follow your basic notes. You can just follow your basic notes which you have written. So many lectures you have attended, so many notes you have prepared. Just follow those and relax, sit back and enjoy each and every question, because AIIMS examiner will teach you. If not, probably you may not be becoming everybody. I'm not expecting to become a topper, but everybody can learn something from these 200 topics which AIIMS examiner is going to ask you, and promise yourselves that you are not going to get disappointed no matter what the result is. All right, you have to concentrate on your karma. Don't think about the fall. All right, because you have multiple exams in the future to give, and this is not the last exam. Definitely on the day of exam you should be 100% oriented and motivated towards attempting the question right. Say suppose, we all tell our students that, say suppose if you are unable to decide whether to leave the question unanswered or whether to attempt a question, not taking a risk of getting negative 1/3. So what you can do is you can follow your conscience. You can actually ask yourself whether I am able to rule out options or not. Definitely this is not the answer, this is not the option, then rule it out. Definitely the second option is not the option, then rule it out. You have ruled out 2 options. Now you can take a serious risk. All right, they say that if 2 options you have ruled out 100% that these are not the answers, the answer will be in the other 2. So you are very close to getting a correct option, a correct mark. So with this, I wish you the best luck, best of luck, and let us meet on the day of exam with recalled questions, and let us discuss the recalled questions. Till then, thank you so much for being with me. In the live session, if you have any queries, you can simply text me.
So this AIIMS MD entrance